Hi student, welcome to online classes on module 3. So today we'll discuss the problem which is related to the truss. Okay, in previous classes we discussed the problem which is related to truss. Already I solved one problem. So today I will solve the one more problem related to truss. Now just go through this. For a pin jointed configuration, shown in figure, formulate the stiffness matrix and also determine the nodal displacement. What is? So this is a pin jointed figure is there, that is truss element. Just you need to calculate the nodal displacement, that is Q you need to calculate. So he given the figure, so the total length is 750 and this is 500. E1 and E2 is equal to 200 GPa. Area of this is 1000 mm square. The area of this is 1250 mm square, and at this particular point it is acting a load of 1 kilonewton. Okay. Now I'll go with again the procedure is as that of the 1D bar element. Okay, that is same FE module. Second step is element stiffness matrix. Third, assembly of element stiffness matrix. Fourth is element load vector, force vector, apply the boundary condition, solution and result. So here also the same thing, that is first one is FE model. So draw the given figure into the FE model. So just I will start drawing here, that is I drawn the figure here. So how many elements are there? So here it is give the 2 elements. So if 2 elements means how many nodes? 3 nodes. 1, 2, 3. Element is 1 and 2. So in given figure is, that is element 1, this is element 2. If 2 elements, then it is 3 nodes. Okay, at node 2 you have a load of 1 kilonewton that is acting towards downward. Remember this. Okay, now at node 1 Q1 Q2 and F1 F2. Similarly at node 2 Q3 Q4 F3 F4, and at node 5 Q5 Q6 F5 S6. So what is Q1 Q2 F1 F2? Q1 Q2 is a displacement at node 1 and 2. F1 is a displacement at node 1 and 2. Q3 Q4 is displacement at node 2. Q5 Q6 is displacement at node 3. Okay, now E is given, that is Young's modulus. It is common for both the element. Now area of the element 1, the area of the element 1 he given directly, that is 1250, and area 2 is 1000 mm square. Okay, nodal coordinates. So how many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3. So write 1, 2, 3. So now just write down the x and y axis. So along x axis, at here along x axis the x value is 0, but what y? The y also 0 here, because both x and y should be here only. So x is 0, y is 0. Now we'll come to here. From here to here I came this particular point, or you can go with this particular point. So x how much we covered? So that is distance he given as 750. Y, it is what is the height he given? He given 500. So I taken as y is 500. See here, this is very important. If you know this, you can solve the problem very easily. At this point x is 0, y is 0, because it is not moving anywhere. The distance is 0, x is 0, y is 0. Then now the node element, so node 1 is moving from here to here. So I will go with here to here like this. So how much it is moving? It is moving 750 mm and height is 500 mm. 750 and 500. So this is about x axis and this is about y axis. So x is 750, y is 500. Again if you come to here, x is 0, because it is the point where there is no any distance, or it may be not moving upward or not moving downward, but it is having a distance from the node 1 is y have a distance, that is 500. So write down this. Now element 1 and 2, element 1 and element 2, initial load of element 1 is 1 and 2, but initial load of element 2 is 2 and 3. Initial load of element 1 and 2, but final load of element 1 and 2 is 2 and 3. So just write it down. Again LE nothing but effective length of the element. Again, you can use the formula F initial minus F final whole square minus Y initial minus Y final whole square. And previous problem I told you how to calculate LE, or you can use the by using a trigonometric formula. Okay, then you will get the effective length of the element. Then cosine nothing but L is equal to cos theta, M is equal to sin theta. So calculate the value of cos theta and sin theta. So just once again repeated. X equal to final node minus initial node divided by LE. Y is equal to Y final node minus Y initial node. Therefore, as already told, X final minus X initial whole square plus Y final minus Y initial whole square. So by using this formula, we can calculate the effective length of that particular element. Now second step, element stiffness matrix. The element stiffness matrix for the truss we know, that is AE by L is equal to LE square ML minus L square minus ML ML M square minus ML minus M square minus L square minus ML L square ML minus ML minus M square ML M square. Okay, so this is the element stiffness matrix for the truss element. Now how many element we have? We have element 1 and we have element 2. So we have the element 1 and element 2. Area also given of element 1 and 2. So just now calculate the element stiffness of A is given, E is given, LE we calculated with the help of that formula, and similarly calculate the K2 also, that is K1 plus K2. Now we'll move to the next, global stiffness matrix. What is global stiffness matrix? The global stiffness nothing but K is equal to K1 plus K2. Stiffness matrix of element 1 plus stiffness matrix of element 2. Again element 1 related to 1, 2, 3, 4 and element 2 is related to 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now again you know the global matrix, again assembly of the matrix. Okay, so assembly of the matrix you will get, I think 3 by 3 will get, 4 by 4 will get, there is no 5 by 5 and 6 by 6. So just add those elements where they are going to coinciding. Then global displacement vector. Global displacement vector represented by Q, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6. I can write transpose or I can write vertical, no problem, because Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6. So just I written the values. Again global load vector. Global load vector at F1, F2 is 0 because not given and because it is fixed. F2, F3, F4, F3, F4 is given. F4 is what is given? 1 kilonewton, but it is acting to downwards. So take minus. Okay. Okay, 1 kilonewton. F0, sorry, F5, F6 is 0. So F5 and X6 is 0 because again it is fixed, or not fixed, it is not given, or even though you can say it is a fixed also. Then equilibrium equation, we know that equilibrium equal to KQ minus F. The equilibrium equation is given by the matrix of K into Q is equal to F, that is element stiffness matrix plus global stiffness matrix plus load vector. KQ minus F equal to 0, or you can write KQ is equal to F. This is K, this is Q and this is F. Now apply the boundary condition. Apply the boundary condition. Again here you use the elimination method. So in the specially for truss, don't go with the penalty approach method. So better to go with the elimination method. Again you know that wherever fixed are there, they are going to be eliminated. So fixed point कौन सा है? So Q1, Q2, Q5, Q6. Q1, Q2, Q5, Q6, these becomes 0 because these two are fixed. Element Q1, Q2 is fixed, element Q5, Q6 is fixed. So these four nodal displacement going to be becomes 0. So just write the elimination method. Now after eliminating first row or that particular column, eliminate the first row, first column, second row, second column, fourth row, fourth column, fifth row, fifth column. So we'll get minus 1000 because he given as 1. This is minus 1 kilonewton. Okay, just reminder, just it is minus 1 kilonewton. minus is missing here, so just you take here minus 1 kilonewton. Now apply the boundary condition. You will get, after deleting all the column and row, the matrix is resisted to 2 by 2. Again, on simple simplification, just to make this into this, this into this, plus this into this, plus this into this is equal to whatever answer you get, you can go multiply with this equal to this, and 10 to the power of 6 is common for both the equation, so calculate Q3 and Q4. The nodal displacement vector can work, even you can calculate it. Q is equal to 0 0, Q3 is, so Q1 Q2 is 0 because they are fixed, Q3 is 5.59 into 10 to the 4, Q4 is 0.0201, Q5 Q6 is 0. Again write the transpositive stress. The element stress matrix is given by sigma 1 is equal to E by L1 minus L minus M Lm into Q1 Q2 Q3. We know the L value, we know the M value, L value, M value. E is given, L1 you calculated, Q1 Q2 are 0, Q3 Q4 we just calculated, just put it and make simple multiplication. This into this, this into this, L into Q, M into Q, L into Q, M into Q. Whatever answer you get, multiply with L and divide by Le, so you'll get the element stiffness matrix of this matrix also. That is sigma 1 is equal to 3.02 Newton per mm square. For element 2 it is 1.49 kilonewton. Thank you. So now nodal displacement for stress element, just you can write once again, so here you will get the exact answers. That is sigma 1 and sigma 2 is the stresses at each element. Thank you.